Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who is always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what's coming. On our Lakers news channel, I'm preparing exclusive coverage on possible signings, rumors, interviews, and a lot more from our Lakers. And what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and you don't want to miss any information. So, if you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Let's get to the news. Lakers news: D'Angelo Russell and Darvin Ham improve relationship through back-and-forth dialogue. D'Angelo Russell's second stint with the Los Angeles Lakers had its ups and downs. There were times when Russell was relegated to a bench role, and his relationship with coach Darvin Ham wasn't always smooth sailing. However, the two worked to improve this, and the result was Russell enjoying an excellent year and becoming one of the Lakers' most important players. A turning point in the relationship between Russell and Ham occurred earlier this season when the two clashed during a film session, as reported by Dave McMenamin of ESPN. A film session in early January, following a 110-96 loss to the shorthanded Miami Heat, led to the clash between Ham and Russell. The coach wanted to see better effort and execution, the player wanted to see clearer schemes. Ham was steadfast in his instructions, illustrating through film where his team would break the possessions, he said. Russell dismissed the lack of execution, focusing on an alternative approach that he believed was better for the team. A player and a coach going back and forth during a film session isn't a bad thing, as long as it doesn't cross the line of disrespect. In this case, Russell was able to speak about what he thought needed to be done, and that ended up opening the line of communication between the two, and the ability to have that dialogue is what is most important in Ham's eyes. There are times when we agree to disagree, or come to an understanding, Ham said about his relationship with Russell, acknowledging his responsibility to improve their discourse after last season ended. But it's not so much the dialogue, but rather the access to have it. And I can't emphasize that enough. I can go to him and tell him how I feel and meet him halfway, or say I need him to come more my way, or, it could be, him telling me how I need to trust him more and lean more to his way. And it's a viable relationship. And Russell agrees with that, noting that he and Ham went back and forth and finally developed that relationship and the necessary level of communication. Russell invites the back and forth. We play tennis with it, he said. I hit the ball, he hits it back to me. That's the season. That's what you use to develop 82 games, and we developed. These are the kinds of things that can make all the difference for a player and their ability to thrive and succeed in a situation that outsiders rarely see. Russell and Ham managed to get on the same page, and the result was one of Russell's best seasons of his career and becoming an absolutely vital piece for the Lakers team. Jackson Hayes and D'Angelo Russell discuss chemistry growth. Jackson Hayes has become the go-to big man for the Los Angeles Lakers off the bench in recent weeks. The highly athletic and energetic center has done an excellent job at what he does best, such as rebounding, protecting the rim, and finishing at the basket. The latter is immensely aided by playing alongside point guard D'Angelo Russell. Hayes isn't a player who can create his own offense, as he's a traditional rim-running big man, which fits perfectly with Russell, who excels when operating off the pick and roll. As such, the two have developed good chemistry, with Russell often finding Hayes for easy buckets. This was evident again on Sunday night when Hayes finished with 9 points and 5 rebounds on a perfect 4 for 4 shooting from the field. Afterwards, he discussed the chemistry he has with Russell and how it helps him thrive offensively. Man, you saw it, Hayes said after the Lakers' 11-point win over the Timberwolves. He's such an offensive threat that it's great to play pick and roll with him because if he's open, then the big will likely pass to him and I'll be open for a dunk, or if I'm open for the lob, then he'll go straight to the rim every time. We have a good rapport about it and we have some plays we like to run whenever we're in the game, just to get to that or get to our spots with it. It helps a lot when you have such an offensive threat like that. Hayes is a player in the mold of former Lakers center JaVale McGee, so he needs someone to feed him for easy buckets. Russell is so good with his vision and passing, not to mention scoring threat, that it makes it easier for Hayes to find his spots rolling to the basket and benefit from the attention Russell draws. It's great. Little teaser for everybody, Russell said about his chemistry with Hayes. I think he's exciting in the pick and roll, adds a different dynamic from AD. It just gives us a different look, and then you put those two out there, and I feel like I'm having a field day with those two bigs. They complement each other so well. It's just exciting. I always appreciate a hard roll. AD is a little more dynamic, can do both and many different things, but I think Jackson is a more limited roller who can dominate that space too. So, I always appreciate that as well. Russell and Hayes are an ideal pairing, and the duo has found their groove together, putting the opponent in a no-win situation most of the time. Stay united, because even with the challenges, the Lakers are warriors and will fight with everything. So, what do you think of this moment for the team? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the news. Until next time, everyone, and here's to better days for the Lakers.